Hi, welcome to the 1 Liter Podcast. You will watch us drinking 1 liters of beer whilst talking about shies. Please like and subscribe. Welcome to the 1 Liter.
What do you taste there?
Like a sweet tequila, almost like a not so much tequila, but tequila
Yeah, it's tequila.
in beer, and the beer's nice too.
Tequila and beer. They're called Desperados from the Netherlands, out
Here's
of
a
all
picture
places.
here. We'll have a picture here. Desperado.
Desperados. They are
dude.
potent. They're like
Dude.
a high the higher strength beers, like 6%. This is instead of like 4.5. So it's not like super strong, but
Dude, I want to freeze it and like skate on it like ice, and then melt it in the springtime and drink it.
it does taste a bit like what are they called? The frozen pole,
Like a
icy poles. You know, those flavored things that you put in the freezer and
Icy
they're
balls,
colored.
yeah.
It's it kind of
is that-
tastes like a sweet icy pole flavor to me.
It does, yeah. I was thinking like, what are we talking, like a fucking tequila flavored icy pole? We have those now.
We got those. We can make those.
No, it's beautiful, dude. This might be a favorite of mine. I might have to invest in these.
And it will get you a little more sauced than the normal beer.
Dongo.
Now, I want people, like everyone's obviously noticed we talk about anything and everything on here. But what if we tried to get people, anyone that listens, we don't have a huge following, but anyone that listens, if you want to find us on, you can either do a Facebook page, our Instagram, or even a Twitter. It's all just 1L podcast on all those. And if you follow us, and then if you want to message us anything that you want us to talk about and address and have our opinions on, or if you've got any funny stories, post your funny stories to us and we will read them with some pizzazz. Well, Joel will read them with pizzazz. I will watch and laugh.
Check it out, guys.
Funny
Do it.
stories of yours.
Yeah.
Past stories.
All credits.
Tell us a story.
All credits
if you
will
wanna-
go to you.
Yeah,
Sorry.
well, I was going to say, if you want to be anonymous in the story, if it's an embarrassing, which is we would prefer an embarrassing story.
We'll put the handles up though. We'll be like, this comes from Jenny Mutmus, 303.
She lives at...
Yeah. At the age of 4, she got stung by a bee. Like we just like a bio here, like a yeah.
Oh, shit. No, we can keep you anonymous.
We'll see. What's going on this week, man? How you doing? Anything popping off in the life of Geet?
I wouldn't say popping off as much. Should we, so Joel and I, we're both trying to be healthier and maybe not consume a liter of beer every week, because it doesn't just stop at the liter, you know? But we were thinking, could we drink something else and still make it a liter worth?
Yeah.
Even if it's just away from beer, so it's not as carby and wheaty and gluteny.
Next year at some point, it's like, hey guys, we've devolved. It's time to do a liter of tomato sauce. Now I've snuck a couple of anchovies into Phil's tomato sauce for extra zazz, you know?
With the really lame sound effect.
That's so lame, man.
I love it.
Yeah. But, I mean, yeah, like drink a liter. Like at the end of the day, the heart and soul of 1 liter still lives.
Yeah, absolutely.
And there are other alcohols out there that aren't so taxing on the body.
Exactly. Yeah, we
God.
could do that. Yep. We can try like those have you seen those ads for those coffee replacement mushroom drinks?
Coffee. Oh, like
Drink mushrooms, I think one's called, and one's like black gold elixir, and it's from New Zealand.
Is it like oh fuck, what's the mushroom tea called again?
Maybe.
There's heaps of mushroom teas, but what's the one I'm reishi?
Oh, yeah.
Reishi's so good.
Well, I don't know, but they have like a list. Like, I think this one, I actually ordered this Elixir Black Gold or something. I want to try it.
Are
It's
you
like,
a coffee drinker?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like at work, I'll have a black coffee.
Right.
But I prefer not to be, but I really like the taste of it. So
No milk, no sugar, just a black coffee.
black.
That's so weird, dude. That's so bitter.
That's not, it makes you appreciate the taste of the actual coffee. Like it has to be a quality coffee bean. You really know when it's a shit coffee shop and you're like, it's fucking sour.
Yeah.
Or a really good one where you're just like, it's smooth and
Maybe
it's like
I'll-
what coffee smells like. When it tastes what it smells like, that's when it's.
Maybe I will slowly wean off it. So like maybe
How do you
I'll-
have yours?
I don't really drink a lot of coffee these days because
Nice.
it makes me like vroom, 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 you know?
Yeah, that's
now-
the thing.
When I was younger, I'd drink like 6 coffees a day, but now I'm like,
Jesus.
you know? So I just get a chai latte because it's easier. Almond
How
chai
good are
latte.
chai lattes?
Dude, I drink
Or soy chai latte, I do even. I switch between those.
whichever, yeah.
So good.
But if I was to get a coffee, I'd probably just get like a large almond cappuccino with 1 sugar.
Large almond cappuccino. Yeah.
2 sugars. and
Cappuccino, sugar,
and
yeah.
I'm running along the walls. But
Yeah.
what I'll do is I'll get an almond cap and I'll get them to put a shot in of almond milk. So there's at least some kind of residue in there.
Oh.
And I'll try that on Monday. So it's like half.
No,
and
no,
then
no,
I'll
no,
wean
no.
off it.
You know how you do it? You don't have to go straight to bitter. You get a long black with honey. And it's sweet. It's still hot and watery. No milk.
So long black, no milk, honey.
Yeah.
What's the difference between a cap and a long black?
Long black is just coffee and water.
And caps.
Cappuccino is
Froth.
mostly milk. I
Right,
think. Froth
right.
milk. And then
Yep.
a shot goes in it. Yeah.
Right. Have you had what's like the gnarliest foam picture someone's drawn on your coffee?
Oh, nah. I've never gotten any cool ones. I see them on Instagram, though. They look sick.
Yeah.
Has someone done a gnarly one for you? No.
Never.
Nah.
And you always see like
Um,
I never got I've probably been to a Starbucks once in my life. It's somewhere in Brisbane, but I've never been a Starbucks person. I'm always like a little niche corner cafe is always good. But I remember seeing so many funny videos on the internet of people with like their name's like Rebecca or something, and the people can't spell their fucking names right at Starbucks. It's always like
Yes.
Kabuki or something. It's like I said Rebecca. Why is it Kubaka?
Kabuki.
Kabuki.
Yeah, I see those. The coffee cup.
She's like, should I
Meme.
change my name to Kabuki?
But Starbucks is no good. Oh, look at you. You're smashing it. Starbucks is no good for the Aussie market. Like, it's everywhere in America. That's why they always get it. Doesn't mean it's the best coffee. Like, we have we have even coffee chains that are better than the old Starbucks.
Totally. And I think a funny thing about Australians is I'm sure there's a million reasons why Starbucks isn't as popular in Australia, but I think like a good portion of why we don't use Starbucks is because it's too American.
Yeah.
Aussies know. Aussies are smart.
Aussies
Aussies are
know.
like, we'll give you Macca's.
We'll watch your movies.
Fuck your Burger King. It's called Hungry Jack's.
Yes.
Same everything, but we don't want your fucking hippy dippy Starbucks bullshit, you know? Like, I'm going to Chim Cham's Coffee, you know?
Jim Jam's coffee. Even like the chains, like Zarafas. Gloria Jeans is not that good, but
I never went to Gloria or Zarafas. I'll tell you the worst coffee in the
Really?
world. Oh, I've been to them. I've gone there, but I didn't go like excessively. I'll tell you what the worst coffee in the world is. People love it. People rave about it.
oh, here we go.
Every time I've ever got it,
Oh, wait.
I've always felt sick. I'm driving or in the passenger seat, mainly driving, and I'm sipping it, and I'm like, I gotta get out and like throw up.
Oh, God.
McCafe, McDonald's
Oh,
coffee.
really?
Makes me sick every time. I don't understand it. It's so
Maybe it's
convenient.
the water.
They poop in the water?
Maybe they poop in the water. I don't know. But actually, McCafe, only recently, I think like maybe within a couple of months ago, they changed their coffee beans or something. So apparently it was new and tastier. And I've had it since because I was on the road job before. So I've had it since and it seems
good.
like okay.
Yeah.
Because I still drink a long black. So it's like, tastes
Yeah.
a bit whatever. But
McDonald's 9.
kind McDonald's.
Go anywhere else? Yeah. Ich bin, what's have?
Habe.
Ich habe, Almond Kaffee. Almond Kaffee.
Ja.
Wie ist Almondmilk bitter?
Mit Almondmilch.
Mit Almondmilch. Milch, that's right.
Milch.
Almondmilch bitter.
Bitte.
What did I just say? Yeah.
Ja. Yes, I'll take the. What did you say? Coffee. I don't even remember.
Almond coffee.
You know what I'd like to be better at?
Was?
Like tasting the difference between things like coffees or wine, like wine tasting,
That's so weird. Wine
coffee tasting. Like you just, yes, I like how they've roasted this bean. I have no fucking clue. I'm like, yuck, it's sour, or yeah, it's fucking smooth. And like, I still think the best coffee was at my grandparents' house. My granddad would wake up earlier than everyone else, no matter how long we stayed up drinking Zavan liters.
He put him down, did he?
He put him down, and he would get up earlier than everyone else, and he would hand grind these coffee beans, and then put them in the slow drip filter on top of a thermal can. So it would just drip in the morning, and we'd come down, and there'd be like all this like cured sausage and bread and cheeses, different types of cheeses, and leberwurst, which is like a liver paste, like sort of like pate kind of.
For breakfast.
For breakfast.
Your grandfather put this spread on.
Our grandma would be the spread. Granddad just made the coffee.
Let me ask you a question. Was there sauerkraut?
Not for breakfast.
Not for breakfast?
But yes, there could be sauerkraut, yeah.
Okay. And so you go down there and what does he say? Ah, my grandchildren. Dann rein zu Löwenscheid. Zeit matched.
Exactly
what
he said.
Give me, I want you to create a random conversation. Like right now I could be like, morning, Philip. How'd you sleep? Oh,
Do you want me to do the conversation where I order a pretzel and then I try to order a beer?
One sec. Did your grandparents have any pets?
No.
Did you see a lot?
They had a lot of. They were in this tiny little village, and there's a lot of neighbor cats. I don't know. Maybe they were even stray cats. Neighbor cats. They would come like through the garden. They had like a little garden with like herbs and stuff, and they had like strawberries and cherry tree out the back. But they would have these cats, and then whenever we'd have meat scraps, they'd get fed to the.
Were they well healthy looking cats?
Yeah,
I
they were
love
all
it.
healthy. I think they were all neighbors' cats that just came for the snacks.
Franz Luft. Ach, Laurenwand.
Ach, Lachenwand?
Yeah, it's Latin. Yeah. Anyway,
Do you know how we got to coffee?
Yeah.
From the mushroom drink.
Right.
Have you seen the?
I'm blazed
So it's
out.
literally. So it's literally mushroom extracts, and they list like which different mushrooms they are. So maybe we could even drink that. Did you see that?
Yeah, I thought you farted.
I farted.
How do you say cat in German?
Katze.
Katze. And dog?
Hund.
Hund. Like a hound.
Yeah, like hound, yeah.
Perfect. Katze Hund. Dude, I would love to drink 1 liter of that mushroom extract.
Yeah.
Heated, like, just like, yeah, talking, it'd be so mellow, bro.
Because it's advertised as a coffee replacement because it gives you like that calm energy boost. No jitters, nothing. Because I like coffee, but if I have more than 1 coffee in the space of like 12 hours, I'm like,
Likewise, yeah.
it messes me up. I jitter like crazy.
The people at work, especially my boss and stuff, they'll get coffee around 3 o'clock.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
2 o'clock at my work. Yep.
my rule, usually what I do is this, like I drink, as soon as I wake up in the morning, I drink a liter of water. Bam, done.
Really? A liter?
A liter, yeah.
Whoa.
Because you got to clean yourself out, dude.
Hang
All
on
that
a minute.
shit.
How do you do that? I tried to do just a big one of my water glasses, which is I think that's like 600 mil, so not even like half a liter if I fill it right to the top. Just over half a liter.
I can't believe that dude. So first thing in the morning, let's say I got a bottle, it's 1 liter. Most people have bottles that stretch, but I have like you know those glass bottles, they're called Antipodes. It's
with
like
the little
brand.
sleeve on it? No, just glass?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like it's just my bottle. It depends. Like this is 1 liter. So first thing in the morning, I go. So let's say 1 liter's up here, this line here. Let's say this whole thing's 1 liter. I drink about that much when I first scull. And that's comfortable, refreshing. It's not like, oh, I sculled too much. And then for the rest of the morning, I'll sip. So the sip will
While
be
you're
like-
getting ready, you just carry the bottle with you.
Yep, I'll wake up in the morning talking about
nice.
sip, stretch for a bit, sip. And then I'll go hop in the shower, I'll brush my teeth, come out, down that last maybe 200 ml. And then while I'm still getting ready and putting my shoes on and shit, I'll go out, pour another 1 liter, and I'll probably scull about 500 ml.
Another one. So 1.5 liters.
Yep. It's
How far is your work?
10 minutes on the train.
10 minutes.
On the train, yeah.
Yeah, that's okay.
So what I do
would
is-
be busting on public transport.
You get used to it. So
Well, I got used to like barely peeing in my last job because it was like a field roll and you wouldn't know when you.
So you'd go
But I
home in the
also-
afternoon and you'd have like orange piss.
Yeah, I'd also
it's
be
hot.
very dehydrated
And
because
you'd
I'd have
yeah.
my liter bottle and
No.
I'm like, no, I don't want to. No bathroom break.
Yeah.
Bad.
Dude, it always bothered me. I remember I became conscious of how proper water is when I was probably 21. And I remember like 22, 23, even to this day, people would be coming up to me at like work or something and be like, oh man, I got the biggest headache. The first thing I'd ask is like, how much water have you had today? And they say,
dickhead.
oh, I haven't had any. I've just had a coffee and maybe like a Coke.
Oh God.
Like both of those are diuretics.
Yeah.
Both of those drinks will dehydrate you. And
Yeah.
I'd say it wasn't something minus like your glass there. Can you hold that glass up to the cameras?
This is the one I'm talking about.
Yep,
I
I'd
think
say-
that's 600 mil.
I'd say drink 3 of those and you'll be all right. And they'd be like, no, I got to get Panadol. I'm going to see if I can go home. I'll be
Get
like,
Panadol.
we fucking need you, can't drink water. I remember this, and you'd never work, but I remember this one chick was like very malleable. This was at a job maybe 4 or 5 years ago. I convinced her to drink 3 of those and that she had a really bad headache, right? Hadn't drank anything all day. I was like,
Migraine.
yeah. And I was like, the boss even came in because the boss was a young bloke. He was cool. He's like, what's going on? I was like, look, I've just told her to drink 3 of these glasses. And he's like, all right, sit here in the lunchroom, drink 3 of these glasses. If you can't go on, we'll send you home. Probably about 15, 20 minutes later, she came in. She was fucking solid. She came over to me and she was like, I really needed to piss afterwards, but you were right.
Oh,
And
nice.
I was
what
like-
a great feeling.
Yeah. I was vindicated, obviously, because I was trying to explain.
Vindication.
But the job is such a busy job that I couldn't appreciate it. I was like, yeah, good, cool. Look, I'm glad you're feeling better. Get back to work, you know?
Dude.
Sorry.
Oh.
I'm so sorry. I get to work after drinking
it.
about 1.5 liters.
Yes.
I'll order a chai latte with almond, 1 sugar. And then maybe around lunchtime, around 11 or something, I'll order a hot chocolate with almond.
Mm-hmm.
No more caffeine, or maybe even another almond chai latte, right?
Oh my God, Joel.
And then
Joel.
from 12 o'clock onwards, I won't touch caffeine. And my bosses and stuff will get caffeine and like coffee and shit at 3. And they'll be like, what are you doing? Why don't you want a coffee? And I'm like, yo, if I had a
Are
coffee.
you buying these?
No.
For yourself?
Am I buying them? Yeah.
Oh, Joel. I can't think of the example, but don't you know how much money you could save by just cutting out 1 cup of coffee a day? You know how they always compare it to like, oh, it's just a cup of coffee a day. You do 2, man. You buy 2 cups of coffee.
Coffee's full of antioxidants too, so it isn't all poison, motherfuckers. It isn't?
Coffee's good for you.
It is, yeah. It's like
no,
red
I'm
wine.
agreeing with you. I'm
like
saying,
wine.
no. It's definitely full of antioxidants. It's
Dude.
not all bad.
Sorry to cut you off before, man. I had a story. I trailed off.
We had to finish him.
The trailing off helps the original story seem a bit more plausible.
Yeah.
And
yes.
then we're lost. But
But I don't know where my additional thought was going. I think it was something with water drinking. My new team manager, he reckons he drinks like 5 liters a day, and I believe it because he's got this Anytime Fitness. You know, the bottom half of a small shaker. Those not shaker, small shaker. I think it is the wide small ones. He just has that, and that's just his cup, and he just goes back to we have like one of those filter taps. So back and forwards all day long. I'm like, dude, you drink a lot of water. He's like, yeah, about 5 liters a day.
it is good.
5 liters.
I probably never do 5 liters. These days I probably max about 3.5.
Mm.
So usually when I first started this job I'm at now, I'd take a bottle to work. I don't need more.
Mm.
So I'll do the 1 liter and I have a coffee and whatnot, and then maybe I'll buy after lunch. I'll buy like a bottle of water. It's like the carton ones. It's made out of a box, so it's
Oh yeah, I know the one Just Water or something. Is that,
just water. Yeah, so it's just like it's not plastic. Cool.
Yeah.
I'll drink that and then I'll finish the day. And when I get home, my piss is still like orange. So as soon as I get home, I'll probably drink another liter of water, and that time I'll probably skull about 700 ml, and then look around, fuck around, and then boom, the other three's the other three's gone. But and then for the rest of the night, I'll sip water, and then I'll always have water with me, and I always drink about maybe 100 ml before I go to bed. So my bottle's next to me. So yeah, maybe I got to get up once at night and piss. But I'm always recycling the shit out of my body through water, you know?
That's impressive. That's a fair bit of water.
Yeah.
So when I first started consciously doing like the sculling the 600 ml glass in the morning, I'd feel like sick in the stomach from the water hitting your empty stomach.
It does that. Sometimes I get that, but like it's rare.
Yeah.
It's kind of like you build up, it's like you know how much your body can take. Like the only thing I have to deal with these days is if I have like a massive gulp of my esophagus coming in,
one of those.
It goes down the wrong hole.
Yeah.
Coughing. I'm thinking about hypotheticals. What's a funny hypothetical? Because I want to see how you'd react, you know?
I would react to your hypotheticals.
Yep. So what would you do if you were just walking down the street one day, right? You just got off the bus or something.
Yeah. Work. Hey, I'm walking here.
Yeah, you're tired. You're walking down the street. You're walking. Next minute, you hear this like, and you're like, "What the fuck?" You turn around, and there's a fucking lion.
Oh.
In the middle of the city in Sydney, there's a lion, and first thing you're like, "Holy fuck, it's a lion!" And this thing creeps up on you, and you're like,
"Is there people around me?"
No. Oh, there's cars going past and stuff.
Yeah.
But cars.
Is he like in an alleyway, right?
No, you're just walking on like maybe like that same street that we walked down to get to like the Bavarian, right?
Yeah.
And this lion's just creeping up on you, and there's cars. People putting cars are probably like smashing into the back of each other, like lion. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Maybe a couple of cars stop, and you're
I know exactly what I do.
What would you do first? First and foremost.
There's a tree just 10 meters from me. I'm jumping up this tree. This lion.
Whoa. This lion's about 5 meters away from you, right? We're about nearly a meter away from each other. He's 5 meters away. So you've locked into that eyes, right? That ancestral DNA that exists inside you, which had hunted saber-tooths as like fight or flight, dude. This is it.
Yeah.
If you turn and ran at 5 meters, you'd get 1, 2, 3, and then that lion's got you.
Oh, he's got me hard.
He's got you. So you're catatonic at this point in time, right? The lion creeps on you. You're just like, fucking lion, what the fuck? Creeps up in you, and then it like rises on its haunches. You're like, it's standing in front of me, and it goes, "Ha ha! You've just won a brand new car. How do you feel?" What would you do?
I don't know. You'd be pretty pissed off, eh? I'd be pretty pissed off. I'd be like, "What the fuck, man? I was about to get my ninja skills and kill a lion. A lion!"
And then the lion suit unzips, and guess who comes out of the lion suit?
Jim Carrey.
Jim Carrey's like,
you had no one, did you?
No, I was going to say Hugh Jackman, actually. But
massive.
Yeah, massive Ackman.
Ackman.
All right, I got a fun game real quick. Let's play. I'll say a word, and whatever word comes to your head, you say it, and eventually we'll be able to just create a sentence, right?
All right.
Okay. The
small
antelope
went
into
the
creepy
dungeon
to
play
its
horns.
The
new sentence?
Same sentence. New sentence, full stop.
Full stop.
The
giant
horns
on
the
head
of
the
antelope
were
outrageously
pink
because
he
had
dipped
his
face
into
some
substance
that
corrupted
his
perception
of
reality.
That's why his horns are pink.
Yeah. Must play my pink horns. So there we go. We've got a stoned, out of his mind antelope about to play some shit. You can see it in your head. That's him playing his horns.
Absolutely. A poor antelope.
This Buddhist monk, he's in New York. Super zen, right? Busy cities just moving all around him, and he's just taking his time, shuffling. He makes his way over to a hot dog stand. He looks the hot dog vendor right in the eyes. Hot dog vendor says, "What do you want? The menu's right here. If you can't read the menu, what do you want?" This guy raises his hand to silence the hot dog vendor. And he says, "Make me one with everything."
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. Oh, man.
This is a good fucking beer, man.
How crazy is it, man?
It's like a
and
sugar.
it gets you sauced. If you have... Well, this is actually 2 cans, right? So this... You have a 3rd can, you'll be like, oh, what's going on? Like, have I had some tequila? Have I had a shot of tequila?
Yeah.
Oh, you know, I went to a party once because you worked at a post office. I went to a party once at a post office.
What?
Yeah. But it was super lame. It was all male.
Oh, man. Let me just say something. Isn't it just...
That was my dad joke.
It was all male. Oh, shit. I'm dumb. That was great. That's great.
Nah, I delivered it to like as if it was a real story.
Yeah, true. You did. You did. You should be like, it was too male.
I went to a post office party once. It was really lame. It was all male.
I'm still on that too. Do you want to hear I have a TikTok idea I've been sitting on for like since 2020.
Tell me.
And obviously I don't, because like sometimes I'll make a really funny video and I don't put the right tags in there and it doesn't trend. And like, it's like 500 views and you're like, are you kidding me? This is a mill for sure.
First world problems, eh?
Fucking oath.
I didn't put... Fucky oath!
First world problems.
Fucky oath. Did you say fucky oath?
Fucking
I heard
oath.
fucky oath.
Fucking oath, yeah.
Fucky oath.
Yeah, totally. It's first world problems. Like someone's like,
why is this not trending?
Yeah.
Damn it, I didn't put the right hashtag.
yeah.
Fuck!
Little Inkuta has to travel from Kemba 7,000 miles to get dirty water.
Stop that.
and
We're
bring
not going there.
Okay, yeah. So, but here's my TikTok idea. I'm happy to put it on here. If someone uses it, fuck you, but I still want to do it. So,
Yes, we'll use it as well and do it better, whatever.
Did you ever watch the Disney Channel growing up?
No, fuck.
Did you ever see the thing that had the glowing sticks and they'd be like, "You're watching Disney," and they do the bunny ears?
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah. Have you seen that?
I've seen that clip.
So they'll get actor like physical or cartoons. They'll be like Mickey Mouse or like fucking like Lizzie McGuire, and she'll be like "You're watching Disney Channel." Ear, head, ear, and they've got like a green screen stick, and they do that, and it leaves like a pattern. So I had a funny skit. Detective Disney. This dude's like a washed up cop. He busts into this first episode. He busts into this apartment. It's like this like scared person. They've been crying and they're depressed, and they look at him. And Detective Disney's like, "Oh my god!" And they've got one of those glowing wand sticks. And he's like, hey, calm down. Just put the stick down. I'm putting my gun away. And they're just crying. They're like, "What's the point anymore, man? It just doesn't fucking matter." And he's just like, whoa, we can talk about this. Do you remember the show That's So Raven?
I've never watched it.
She could see into the future. She could,
Right.
she'd be talking, then she'd be like, and then she'd see like a thing happening in the future, and then she'd be like, oh my god, this is going to happen. But she'd have to kind of figure out that scene. And the theme song was like, That's So Raven. It's funky. Everyone watching will know it, but he's like,
Except me, yeah.
He's like, whoa, calm down. I'm putting my gun away. What's going on? And he's like, life doesn't matter anymore, man. He's like, hey. He's holding the stick, and the guy's like, whoa. And he's like, I wonder if That's So Raven saw this coming. Cuts his neck with the fucking glow stick and dies. And the guy's like, no! Detective Disney's like, no! And then it shows Detective Disney back at the precinct. What's going on, Disney? That's another. And he's like, I don't know what to tell you, Chief. That's another child actor killed. I don't know what's going on, but they all seem to be shaken up. They're committing suicide. And he's like, I want you working this case properly.
This sounds very deep for a TikTok. I think this is more of a big, like a larger video.
You think maybe a YouTube video?
Yeah.
Okay.
YouTube series.
YouTube series, yeah.
Nah,
and, like,
where are we going with this? Yeah.
And so like Detective Disney like goes around and like famous Disney shows we watched up growing up. That's like a real life version. So Mickey's doing coke and fucking all this shit. Like what are you doing here? You know, like something mental. You know, it's just like Detective Disney on the case, dude. I figured if I made like a decent version of that story on TikTok, I would have had like at least a couple mil views.
10 million. 10 million.
And do you know what the worst part
10
about
million
that is?
followers.
I'd get 10 million followers and then I wouldn't be able to top a better video than that.
You'd be like, what else do I post?
Yeah.
It's that one hit wonder feeling.
Totally.
Like me with my viral video. It's like, oh my God.
Tell them about the viral video for those who have definitely seen it but don't know you made it.
They, probably the people listening probably know that I made it. But a video called Bearded Dragon Plays Ant Crusher. And it was my pet lizard, rest in peace. It was my pet lizard playing this bug crushing game on my phone, and it just went viral. So I uploaded it. I sent it to maybe one or two friends. I sent it to Jeremy.
I remember seeing it when it first came out.
Yeah, because I showed him first, and he's like, dude, that could go viral just as a joke. And I sent it to him, and he's like, oh, that's funny. And then it got like 300 views, and I was like, whoa, 300, wow. And then it just died. And then maybe like 11 months later, I wake up with like 2,000 emails because I had email notifications for comments on. So 2,000 emails, people commenting on the video. And this is YouTube. You can't even tag friends. They're literally just commenting on the video saying, oh, wow, look at that lizard. And I was like, what the hell? And I'm at work. Oh, wait, this is in the morning. So I see that. I'm like, oh, holy hell, my video is going viral. What the hell's going on? And I'm like, oh, I got to go to work. I'm at work. And I start freaking out because I get all these notifications on my phone. I was like, I've got to do something. And I was like, I think I texted my sister. I think she wasn't working that day or something. And I was like, can you bring my laptop, please? And she brought my laptop to work so I could like log on to my emails and see who's emailing me. And this agency emailed me that was like, hey, we look after viral videos. We look after Charlie Bit My Finger, and mentioned a couple of these other ones. I was like, oh, cool. Yeah, right. Like, here, sign this contract. We take 20%. We sell licenses. And I was like, done. Just signed it. And they would sell like exclusive one-time licenses to like Japanese TV shows. TV show would be like, oh my God, we love this video. And then I would forward the message to them. They would have a chat to their production team or whoever. And they would sell a license for them to play it one time on their show for like 1,500 Australian dollars. And they would take 20% of that. So they would take like $300 and I would get $1,200 from one license sold for one TV show in Japan. And they sold maybe like 10 of them over the time. Slightly different prices. And then plus...
So you made roughly around like 12 grand.
Yeah. And plus they would manage my ad revenue from Google, and it would just come through to me. I was getting ad revenue while I was... Because Google changed their... YouTube changed their criteria for when you can monetize videos. You now have to have like 4,000 playing hours for the previous 12 months rolling.
Right. So in total, how much do you think you made off that video?
Yeah, I always say like 10, 15 grand. But over the space of a few years.
Yeah. Bruh. And so one day it just started dropping off?
Yeah, it was dropping off when it was like in its peak, and it was going for like a good 6 months to a year, maybe, like rolling. You would click on the video, and do you know the feature on YouTube, live comments? You could see the comments section update live, and it was a scrolling feed.
Oh my God.
It was a scrolling feed of people around the world just commenting on the video. It was wild.
I remember seeing that video of yours and being like, holy fuck, that's funny as.
It was on the 9MSN homepage.
Yeah.
For that day.
Damn. And then I remember seeing like YouTube compilations, like maybe like early 2000, like 2011, sorry, 11, 12, 13, 14, that kind of era. I'd see like videos like that.
And it was in there?
And it was in there.
No way.
Yeah, dude, you're in heaps of YouTube compilations. But I'd seen it, but I'd be like, no, someone else has done what Phil's done. But that probably was your fucking video, dude.
But the amount of people that copy straight after, it's funny. Some people even download your video, put it on their own channel. There was people with tens of thousands of views
Getting
of
off
them
your,
just
yeah.
using my video and re-uploading.
Can you imagine if one day YouTube rectified that and squeezed them for money? Like,
But
here,
maybe
Phil,
they
here's
weren't
40
monetizing
grand.
it. Maybe they were just trying to get followers.
Yeah.
Because you have to have a minimum amount of followers to monetize your videos as well.
Yeah. Fuck, dude, that's crazy, hey.
Isn't that wild? And they
Yeah.
copy your video, and then people tried it obviously with their own pet lizards, and it was all like a little poorer quality. I don't know why or how I did it, but I had my phone and I was like, oh, wouldn't it be funny? Because she like chases crickets, and I was like, wouldn't it be funny if I had something on my screen like a bouncing light ball? And I got like one of those screensaver things where the ball like moves around, and I was like trying to hold it in front of her and she wouldn't go for it. I was like, what if it looked like a bug? And that's like, I didn't even know the game. I just looked up like bug squishing games. I was like, I swear I've seen something like that. I put it in front of it and I used my like little Sony handheld camcorder, the one we used to make videos with, but like a newer version. And I used that, and I must have held it really steady and shit, but it was like decent quality with good natural lighting
Still
through my
holds
window.
up. Yeah. So what did you get, like 3 million views on that?
Now it's got over, I think it's clipped 8 million.
Oh, fuck, dude.
Yeah, it's like so many. And then I was like, when it was boosting, it was like 1 to 2 million. I was like, what do I even do with this? Like, I can't make a follow-up. That's the whole one-hit wonder syndrome. Because I was like, what am I going to do? Film my lizard doing boring shit? Eating actual crickets? Like, nobody's going to click on it.
Who's going to listen to this? Yeah.
It was just a meme, and people were like, oh my God, grab that. And they'd never... But I got like 1,500, 2,000 followers off it.
There you go. That's nuts.
But like, it's that syndrome where you're like, oh my God, everyone's looking at my shit, but I got nothing else.
Yeah, exactly. Before we wrap up, I think the only time, so I remember when Tyler, the Creator, was getting popular, like maybe like 2012, 13, Tyler, the Creator, was starting to get, like, he'd made that, like, I'm a fucking walking acrobat, like, he eats the cockroach and shit. I remember I was really into him, like, I was one of the first people to, like, not say first, like I'm some douchey dude, but like I was like in that early group of people that like saw him pick up. When I'd like watch his video, that video there had like 30K views on it, and then I remember the next minute it's got like 128 million now or something.
128 million.
That was back maybe 3 or 4 years ago, so it's probably got more now.
Hell.
So like I saw this video back in the day and I was like, this is sick, and I was still using like torrent sites back then. And I remember he was still up and coming, and everyone wanted to see this video of him playing at Jimmy Fallon live. It's like, holy shit, he's doing a live show on Jimmy Fallon. It's like one of his biggest first TV appearances. And YouTube had taken it down, and if you look at the video, it said it had taken it down. So I was like, fuck you. And I looked up the video on a torrent website, and I found it. And so I
uploaded it?
I downloaded and uploaded it. And I just had like a shitty video. You know what, my old high school, like dumb idiot videos, you know? And so I upload this video. It's still there today. Didn't monetize it or anything like that.
Oh, so that's allowed, eh? As long as it's not, you're not making money off it, they don't give a shit because it's advertising for them, really.
Exactly. And it's held. And I currently have. Oh, hang on a second. And I left it because I was like, oh, I upload this video for the good of mankind. You know, like I don't give a fuck. Like it's just like it's whatever, you know. And so I left it, and like I got heaps of people checking it out because everyone wanted to look at it. Oh shit! 10 years ago, it's up to 1.2 million views.
1.2 million.
Yep. So I uploaded it 10 years ago. I uploaded it on 14th of June, 2012. It's got 1 million.
Dude, that's a year after the lizard video.
True.
Mine was 2011.
Oh shit! 17,000 likes. 1,263,254 views, and I've got 1,000.
How many comments?
1,300.
1,300 comments.
Yeah, and like look at the quality, dude. It wasn't like some shit cam quality. Like
you got the full deal. Oh, it's got freaking QR code and everything.
And since then, since I did that, this channel that I'm no longer on has 2,702 2,000. I don't know. Fuck, I don't know how to describe.
2,702 followers.
Yeah. 2,000. Yeah. So I
Dude,
got
it's almost the same as mine. Mine's 2,240 subscribers.
They were expecting another banger, but I couldn't produce it.
Same.
And that's
people are like, hey, we want to see more lizards. What's going on,
do you know
man?
What's going on, man?
It was, you know where it was the biggest? In Japan.
True.
Because you can see like a geographical view map of your views, and like the darker the color, the more views.
Suge!
And it was like America and Japan was huge.
That's awesome in Japanese. Suge.
Suge?
But dude, that's a funny thing. That's what always bothered me, because like I've always been very dedicated to working hard and getting like, I've always been taught, right? If I put all my energy into something and I'm happy and proud about it and I put it out there, because I've worked so hard and I should get recognition. It's happened to me a couple of times, but rarely. And then I'll make some stupid off-the-cuff video that makes no sense and it gets all the views, right? And that's the thing. People who are like famous now are like, I just did this thing. I didn't think anyone would like it. And here I'm famous now.
Yeah.
It's like, fuck you.
What do you mean? You just got to keep doing it, and it'll probably happen the same way. They just got hooked early.
But fame is nothing, dude. What does it just give you? More bodyguards, more
whatever.
Yeah, but like you still.
Oh, but you mean like the negatives?
You still shit.
100%.
You still fucking do your taxes. Like
you still fart.
Yeah. I remember
you still get boogers.
Yeah,
you know, he's a normal dude.
I remember like I've seen a lot of rappers live and stuff. Like not like the Eminems and shit. Fuck Eminem. I don't like Eminem.
Really?
I don't like Eminem. No.
What?
I don't like him.
I love Eminem.
I
think
he's a douche, but I've seen these people and I've met them in person. Like after the show, I've shooken their hand and stuff, and you just like, I smell sweat on you, like you're a bit more unkept. You've got acne scars. You've got this. You got that. Like you're just like, what am I doing here? Like fuck you. Like yeah, nice to meet you. Bye. Like
do you know Post Malone?
Yeah.
Have you heard one of Post Malone's fans passed out when they met him because he stunk so bad?
Really?
So obviously he smokes a lot of weed and shit.
And he's a fat cunt, yeah.
Yeah, and probably sweat and stuff. But apparently he smelled so bad that she like passed out or vomited or something extreme. I was like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
But you're right.
Let me ask you. Oh, sorry, go on.
Like how high? What level? To what level have you met? What level of fame?
What have I met? I've met rappers who have like been in videos with like A$AP Rocky and stuff.
Yeah.
So,
but like
and
only
A$AP Rocky's fucking
not
A$AP
right Rocky, but you've met like the one that's been in the video of
A$AP
Rocky.
Yeah. So lower tier, but
I think I've only met lower tier as well.
Yeah, but like I said, dude, like when I was studying acting, right where they were filming that scene that was supposed to be in New York, like Chris Hemsworth and the guy who plays Loki, whatever his name was, they were down there. Like you can see it on my Instagram. I'm filming down on them, like I'm probably about like 50 meters away from them.
But who have you met?
And I was just like,
have you ever been starstruck? Like, whoa.
No, dude. Do you remember Jai? I think he was in your
Devout, yeah.
Devout,
Screamer as
yeah,
well.
Screamer, yeah. So this is the thing. I remember when my friend and I decided to play music. He and I were like, yeah, we'll do our thing. And so like I started to learn how to scream. I was probably in like 2008, and I started to learn how to be a vocalist. And I remember my friend Levi Geek, he was a guitarist at the time, and like I looked at Levi as someone who had great success because he was actually playing shows at the time, and I was like, fuck, I just want to play shows and be in front of a crowd. And he was just playing like local like rec centers and shit, but still he was doing it, you know. And like Jai was his vocalist, and so like I'd been like glorifying Levi and like Levi's band, and like, dude, your lyrics are sick and shit. Oh no, Levi wasn't the vocalist. Levi was like
Jai was the vocalist.
Sorry, Sorry, Jai was the bass player or something. He wasn't.
He wasn't a vocalist.
And so I remember I was catching up. Like Sean and I, my friend Sean left. We're at the Hyperdome bus stop, and we're walking towards our friend Stevie's place, who was like right adjacent from the library. You know where we're talking about?
Yeah,
the Hyperdome Library. Yeah. And as we're walking there, like my old high school mate Paddy was there, and I was like, "Oh, Paddy, how you going?" And like Jai was with him, and I'd seen Jai like maybe once or twice at school. I rarely saw him. I didn't know the guy, but like I just knew he was in this band and he was doing what I wanted to do. So I remember when I saw him, I was just kind of starstruck a bit.
Yeah,
and I was like stuttering over my words and shit, and And then like we're just like, oh yeah, you know, and I was like, oh, I mean, and then I left and I was like, that was so weird. Like the dude wasn't imposing.
Wow.
I was a bit taller than him too. Like I wasn't intimidated or anything. I was just like, what he's done was so profound to me at the time that I just wanted to be that he was like, fuck, you've done it. Like,
Beautiful.
you know? And as we're walking away, my friend's like, Sean's like, dude, you were starstruck. What the fuck?
What?
And I was like,
he
"Shut the
called
fuck
it.
up,
He
man."
called it.
He did, yeah. So,
Dude,
so
you know,
that,
Jai used to be in my car screaming to Parkway Drive at 4:30 a.m. driving down the Gold Coast to have a boogie board before school.
for real, used to do that shit.
Jai, Lynn, Beetle,
Yeah, Beetle, yeah.
Dale, Bobberman,
Yeah,
all those
yeah.
guys. We'd done it like 2 or 3 times, and we felt so cool when we rocked up to school. We're like, yeah, we got sand, you know. We just went to the Gold Coast, bro.
Yeah. Was Dry a good screamer though?
I think so, yeah. I mean, he was like, had his head out the window, so he wasn't like screaming in our faces. He was like, "Rrr," just yelling at the neighborhood.
Yeah.
But I reckon my most starstruck was probably,
Yeah, it's yours.
I've only met, like, maybe that I can recall 2 people. One was Tiger Lily, you know, because I was in the DJ scene.
Tiger
Lily,
Lily,
blue
that
hair.
hot little blue hair
Yeah,
chick.
yeah.
And where'd you meet her?
Like at the family when I was playing there, I think.
Was she like, oh my god, hey? Like, what
No,
was she
it was
like?
sort of like, hey, what's up? She was like, oh, and she's a really nice girl. Like, she's all about like she got rid of her purple hair, but she still wears a wig now for shows because she just want to be more natural and stuff. So she's really good
Yeah.
in that field of like natural, being healthy and promoting that
dude.
stuff.
I remember seeing videos and she'd take videos of her and her partner, he's just some random looking dude. He's not a beefcake. He's just
The pale dude, they just got married.
oh, true, nice.
Yeah.
But like, I remember seeing the box jump videos and I was like, oh, good, they take care of their health. That's
Yeah, they're all into fitness.
because I mean, it'd be difficult, man. If you're like a touring DJ, you just want to drink every night, right?
Yeah. Well, that's what. Yeah. But the other one was, I didn't really speak to him, but it was Sander Van Dorn. He's like a trance DJ. He's not super well known, but he was like big in that field, in like the trance field. And he was playing at the event that I normally play at. So they were like, oh, we're blocking this out. We were going to put like 5 of our best guys on. And it was all guys from Sydney. I was up in Brisbane. And he was like, yeah, he's going to play at 11 p.m. or something. I was like, yeah, cool. And I because I was part of it, I was like selling tickets or promoting it or something. I posted a couple of things on Facebook. And then the night of, I was with like some friends. We were just out. They lived like near the city somewhere. And old mate that organized the gigs texts me and he goes, hey man, Sander only wants to play 90 minutes tonight. Do you want to do a half an hour slot straight after him? And I was like, how have you not offered that to the more known guy after that? Like to just extend his set. I was like, hell fucking yeah, I want to plug my USB straight in after him. So that was exciting enough. I was like, I'm doing it. I get there and like everyone's loving it. It's the most packed I've seen family nightclub. And it was like all blue lasers. So like a certain vibe that he was going for, obviously. And it was like this slow techno, like and I could see there was a lot of people, more than usual, on all sorts of substances, probably MDMA. And they were just like waiting for something to happen with the music. They were just like, swaying and stuff. And I saw like couples just like, but you could see.
Was your internal mind like, finish them?
Yeah, pretty much. And they were like, and I was like, what am I doing here? Like, what do I follow this up with? And as I rock up, the guy that organizes the events normally never talks to me. I normally just talk to the guy that books the DJs. The guy that runs the event, he's seen my sets a couple of times and he's like, dude, I need you to just play bangers. And I was like, bro, you know my sets. I'm going to be playing banger vocals with heavy drops. And he was like, that's it, bro. And then separately, the guy that books me comes up to me. He's like, dude, you need to just go high energy, just play bangers. And I was like, do you guys know me? I was like,
This is what I was built for.
yeah, exactly. So I walk on the stage. There's one photo of me like plugging in. I've got like a tense jaw and I'm like plugging into the thing and he's next to me finishing his set. And I'm like, I'm about to mix in after Van Dorn.
Was he cool?
Yeah, he was just like, whatever. Like, he didn't really even acknowledge. He just, like, played his music and just walked off.
Were you like, shook his hand or anything?
I think so. I think I was like, hey, yeah, cool. Or said good day or something. But he walked off. And then I almost feel like now looking back on it, I'm like, would he have been like, oh, what's this guy doing playing all these bangers straight after my set? But I was instructed to, bro. The club was falling asleep.
Exactly.
So I would just play like remixes of Rihanna songs or something.
Yeah. Hold on. Before you give me the reaction of the crowd when you started playing bangers, do you have to give the guy before you like a couple of minutes to like let his set settle into everyone? Or is this just like his last beat's like boom and then instantly you start playing music? Like,
depends what the vibe in the club is, because we didn't that night, but we normally have an MC for that event, or we did, a crowd hype guy on a mic. And he would normally like, you'd read the room, and if you're in like a prime time, you're playing like 12 midnight or 1 p.m. or 1 a.m. or something, he would be like, oh yeah, if everyone's raging, and he'd be like, all right, just let him finish the set and we'll have a pause and he'll announce you, kind of thing.
Is that what happened here?
No. So I think I just mixed in. So it was like boom, 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 and it's like an outro. So I let it like fade out a bit, and he was like, or maybe they did announce it. But normally you either mix in to the last DJ's song when it's like nobody's really paying attention. They're all just drinking, socializing, dancing, and then you can like mix in and just start playing your set. But other times it's like they let it finish, and they're like, yeah, this was this guy, and here's the and I'm like, and I had like a sick opening song that would just like and just fuck people up. So
you start playing bangers, and what does the crowd instantly change?
Instantly, like you don't even have to explain it. Like, this is what they came for, kind of thing. I was just like, remember the Rihanna and someone else, but she's looking at you. So it was that, but I got a remix already, but I didn't like the drop, and I got this drop of this other like heavy deep bass house sort of electro song, and I would just be like do, 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 and everyone loved the lyrics and singing along, and then I'd like build it up and just play this like dump, and then everything.
And how many songs did you play? Well, you played 30 minutes?
Because I played 30 minutes. Normally I'd play an hour. Because I played 30 minutes, I was not afraid to just quick mix. And I was just playing hook, drop. Like, it was just full on the whole time. So I was like smashing out as many transitions as I could.
Did you just go home after that? Like,
yeah.
Would you get any pussy juice?
I'd never stick around with gigs, because I worked in car sales as well. So I was like, it was on a Friday night, and I would go to work at 8 a.m. the next morning.
What'd they pay you for that? $800?
Fuck all, dude. Fuck all.
Like $120.
Because the competition are doing it just for drink cards and shit. So
Right.
$100 for an hour set.
Dude, I had a mate who used to play, him and his mate, like when I used to work with these dudes at the theme parks. They used to play cover. They were a cover band, a guitarist and a vocalist and a drummer, and that was it. Just the vocalist was the guitarist, and then there was a drummer. That was it. Just two dudes.
It's a duet.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
they cover.
And they'd play like all the classics, right? And they'd play like weddings and everything. And the good blokes, real good blokes. But like I remember, like they'd play for like $1,000, right? There's like somewhere in Gold Coast, like a bar or something. And then the guy would be like, "You guys are doing great. Can you guys stay for another hour? We'll give you another 1,000." So they get like
another 1,000.
To just get paid crazy money.
And because it's only two of them, they probably pay the same amount to a 5-piece band, so they get 200 each. But these guys are getting 500 each.
Yeah. It's nuts. All right,
anyway, we'll wrap it up. Yeah. So, how was that? Are you feeling pretty sauced?
That was probably one of the best beers I've had in a while.
Really?
Once a Rafana, man.
Well, we might not be drinking beer next time, so
yeah,
we'll finish on a high note.
We'll
empty cheers.
Empty cheers. We'll let you guys know.
All right.
I'm keeping it slow like a motherfucking ho ho rum ba ba.